Fordham softball is so special because I think it has made me into the person I am today on the field, in the classroom, in life, with my family, with my friends, in relationships, and I think that's the reason it's most important to me. It's not because, yeah, I've had great moments on the field, but nothing compares to how it's helped me grow as a person.
When I was growing up, everyone was like, oh, like you can play in college, like it'll be awesome, and you don't really realize what that means until you're actually in the situation, and you have all these girls that are like your sisters and your best friends, and not everyone gets the experiences you get as a Fordham softball player.
Being here, I learned that if you work hard, good things will come. I learned how to be a good leader. Personally, right now, I'm an officer candidate in the Army, so there's so many things that I see other people struggle with. For me, that was all stuff I did on the field. That was all stuff I did in class, and it comes naturally to me.
The biggest thing is just seeing everybody come back and seeing how happy everybody is when they played, and talking about the struggles they went through, but yet how happy they are to talk about them. So I think it's interesting to see, like, they're like, we wore volleyball uniforms, we fought for the field, and we traveled in vans. Softball brought them all together, and Fordham brought them all together, and we all had that common bond of softball.
We were basically, fighting the rugby team for a dirt field and back. To even have practice, we practice on Martyr's lawn and wherever we could find some open space to practice. So to see what they've done, it's really, really good to see.
We didn't have buses, like we had cars, and who had a car, and Jeannie was laughing, she goes, how many people can you fit in your Volkswagen? We'd be like, all right, 5, 6, we'll see how it goes. The furthest we went was like Ramapo, New Jersey. When we walked on to Murphy Field, like all our jaws hit the floor, and we're like, this is their field? What? This is just for them? We were so excited for them that they had all this support, and like it was finally like a real deal.
I'm at St. Joe's now, and I get to hear other people talk about Fordham like we used to talk about UMass. That's always really interesting, just because they now have no idea what it was like before Fordham was good. They don't realize that 15 years ago, they were lucky to win 10 games. It doesn't feel like you have to scrap for your successes anymore. It's just, they're gonna come, and now you're at a point where you just have to push for that next level, where you're going out and you're playing the best teams, and every year coming back with more and more wins against them.
We've already made a name for ourselves just based on our freshman year going to a tournament where some guy from Michigan says, Fordham? Where's Fordham? Progressing from that moment to now actually having played on ESPN and people know our names, I think we can only go up from there, and I think our program has a really bright future.
It's hard to get a winning team, but once you have a winning team, it's easier to get people to come and get better recruits.
In the next 5 years, I see us as the top premier softball team in the country, not just in our conference, because of what the past 30 years has brought. National championship isn't far from what my sights are in 5 years.
Winning games and titles and having records or my batting average, stuff like that, those are all things I'm proud of. But all the fun times we had in the airport or on the plane or in restaurants or on the bus, like that stuff lasts longer and means more.
Being a member of the Fordham softball team is an experience that I wouldn't trade for the world. As much as we sacrifice our time and grades sometimes and sleep other times, and we spend all this time on the field and together, I think I would never trade it for anything, because I've made the best friends I could have ever asked for, and I've had some of the greatest moments I could have ever imagined.